Did you know that 90% of OnlyFans creators make less than $200 a month? $200 a month. What the hell? That is crazy. 1 out of 10 creators actually break past that $1,000 a month, which again is just mind-blowing. Like, I don't know how that is possible. But I mean, if you're posting and you're in that 90% of people that are just posting, you're not breaking past that $200 a month, then you've not been taught properly and you do not have the right information to scale or grow. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the 10% do differently and how they scale and grow their pages. And no, it's not just about looks, looking pretty, and no, it's probably not their content. I'm Jasmine, I run a female-led agency and I help scale creators past 20K a month. So it's definitely not talent and it's definitely not looks. What is probably happening is they are filming a bunch of content that number 1 doesn't make sense, and number 2 they're probably just copying someone else, and number 3 there's probably no hooks. Basically what I'm trying to say before I get into absolutely everything is they are just filming random content and throwing it at Instagram, and that is not how to grow. Next, they're probably not posting enough. Like, I post between 3 to 5 days every day for my creators. If you're missing a day, if you're posting once or twice, like, you are not going to grow, and it's as simple as that. So like I said, it's not talent and it's not looks. Most of the time creators are just creating whatever content that they think is going to work. They're basically guessing, they're copying other people, and then they're just throwing these videos out to Instagram and hoping it will go viral one day, and just hoping that they're going to get over 1,000 views a video. And honestly, it doesn't work like that. Another thing is not posting enough. Like, I post between 3 to 5 videos a day on each creator's account, and that is just on the feed. I usually like to do more than that, but if you're posting once or twice a day with this content that you're guessing is going to work and you've not actually proved a formula, or you don't have a system, then you're not going to grow past $200 a month. You're probably not going to get to $1,000 a month, and that is the sad reality of it. Another thing is not learning the market. Like, if you're not understanding why content works, how to hook in viewers, how to keep viewers watching throughout the whole video, if you're not understanding these fundamentals of social media marketing, again, you're just guessing what works and you're just throwing stuff out to Instagram and you're hoping that it's gonna blow up. That is another core reason why most creators don't grow past even bigger figures, like 3K a month, 2K a month. It's another reason. But if you're making $200 a month right now, that is probably one of the biggest reasons. The bottom line of all these things is that it's not a you problem, it's a systems problem. You don't have a team around you. You don't have people in your corner telling you what's right, what's wrong, keeping up with the latest trends. Again, a creative director that tells you what hooks to have at the beginning of your videos, an editor to make sure your videos are paced correctly. There's so many things, and it's not you. You're just not able to do it all yourself. It means you need to learn 4 to 5 different departments and manage those 4 to 5 different departments alone. The bottom line of it is the 90% aren't failing because they're not good enough. They're failing because they have no real system and they're just guessing what works. What the 10% do differently, they are relentlessly consistent. Like, I mean relentlessly. Like, they know that putting content out there that actually works is the most important thing to grow their business. They listen and they trust the strategy, or they go learn the strategy themselves. This is so important. Guessing what content is going to work is not the right way forward. You are not going to grow if you're just guessing what works or copying what other people do. They have a real strategy, a real system, a real step-by-step, so they're able to record 6 to 12 hours a week of content in batch so that they never run out and they're never running around last minute because they've got nothing to post. But also, the most important thing is the content that they are filming is either a test of a vertical or it's a winning vertical that actually works, because they've gone through the system, they've gone through the viral growth engine is what I like to call it. They understand what works and they go all in on that. But you can't do that without testing what actually works. and what actually matches you and your personality and your brand. Like I said in my previous point, the 10% that actually get their accounts working understand marketing. They understand the core principles of a hook, of editing, of getting viewer attention, of having a clear CTA, and all these different fundamental principles that not the average person doesn't know. If it's not something that you've learned or you've dabbled in and you're just guessing, you're not going to know these things. But without that, you're not going to grow past $200 a month. So the bottom line of what I'm saying is the 10%, then they're not prettier, you know, they're not better than the 90%. They just have systems in place. They have a team behind them. They understand what is going to scale and what is going to grow their account. First things first, you need a system in place to test verticals that suit you, your brand, and your personality. Find those winners so that you can then start to scale your account. Without the testing phase, you're not going to understand what works for you and your brand. I don't mean look at what's working for another girl and what content she's posting, because that content may not suit you, your brand, or your personality. You really need to go into with what you enjoy. Number one, you don't want to be posting content that you don't enjoy creating. Number two, you need to look at your strengths and your weaknesses, and you need to find examples or vertical ideas that will match your strengths and not match your weaknesses. Basically, stop guessing. Find what works for you. Get 5 verticals that you love, that you are comfortable with. Go all in on them, test what works best, and then go all in on the winners. And then if you need to test another bunch again, do that again. It's a constant cycle, because you may find a winner tomorrow, and that's great, but that winner may not last forever. So you have to go all in on that winner straight away. There is so much that I could go into, but I would literally be here all day. Again, something that I stress to everybody I speak to, you need a hook at the beginning of each video. A visual hook, a text hook. There is so many different hooks depending on the content verticals that you create, but without a real hook, you're not hooking in any viewers, you're not keeping viewers there, they're not stopping to watch your video, they'll just scroll straight past. So a hook is so important. And then secondly is the editing, so that the video is paced correctly. You need to make sure the editing is done so well that that viewer does not want to scroll past that video. And don't get me wrong, you're going to have people scroll past, but the goal is to keep as many viewers as possible watching most or all of your video. Here's a reminder, you are not just a pretty face. You are not just like an object. You are a person with a real personality and a real brand. You are the business yourself, and you need to grow that and build that up so that fans love you, fans want to watch you, fans want to subscribe. And this is the whole point, and it matches what I said in one of my previous videos about compliance and not getting your account suspended. You need to have a perfectly safe brand to post on Instagram. You need to find out who you are and build yourself up as a brand. It's so exciting, because why wouldn't you want to go all in on who you are and your brand and what you love and what inspires you? You don't want to pretend to be something that you're not. And this is the best part about building your own personal brand. You are just building you as a person, who you are. I love it, like I love it. Also, sometimes it's important to note that it's not even the content that you're posting. Sometimes you can have great content and you've already got your brand and your personality, and you kind of know what's working. Maybe you're not so good at assessing what is working, but you kind of got it. Like for example, I took a creator from $400 a month to, I think it was just over $6,000 a month. I'll pop it on the screen now. And she was posting great content, like she was getting views. No, it wasn't going viral. No, it wasn't getting tens of thousands of views, but it was getting decent views. But the problem for her was just consistency and then assessing what was working for her. So she was already posting videos that were working, but she wasn't going all in on these videos. She was just posting new stuff all the time and like trying to find something that was working, again just guessing. And as soon as I installed the Spiral growth engine, within 2 weeks she gained 700 followers. I think it was within 60 days, I'll pop the metrics on the screen, I can't remember off the top of my head, but within 60 days I think she gained like 5,000 followers roughly, and what was it? Oh yeah, she had like over 1 million views, and I think like one of the weeks she had 500,000. So like technically she literally got 1 million views in 2 weeks, which is insane. And then her earnings was, oh, I can't remember the percentage increase, but her earnings went up to like 6k a month, and that was within the first 60 days. This is what can happen to you if you install a real system and really take this business serious. But yeah, the moral of the story, this creator that I took from $400 a month to $6,000 a month, she just didn't have a system in place. It is crazy and so important how much a system actually makes a difference to yourself, your brand, and your business. So if you're done being in the 90% of girlies that are making $200 a month, subscribe to this channel, like this video. I am posting weekly tips to help you scale and grow your account. Also, if you comment or message me the word audit, I will give you a free audit and tell you exactly where you're going wrong and give you some pointers to help you scale and grow your account. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you got some amazing value from it, and I'll see you on the next one.